and welcome to Mickey Art. My name is Michelle Edhouse and today I am playing again with the Mont Marte pouring acrylic paint. This stuff, my first test, which was the last non-live video, was amazing. I was like, wow, that is super cool. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to keep the silicone out of it and just do, if I can get that in properly, a spiral pour and see what grand and glorious creations this stuff does. So then next time around I'm going to use my normal paint and give this silicone oil a test too. So I'm putting it through its paces. So this is a 16 by 12 canvas inches. So to get a rough idea of how much paint you need, you go length times width, so 16 times 22. Let's see if we can get that so you can see. So 16 is the length by 12, which is the width. My long multiplication gives us 182. So absolute bare minimum, you need 182 milliliters of paint. I know inches and milliliters, just don't go there. It's so much easier. If you want to convert that to ounces of paint, fluid ounces I'm talking, not weight, fluid ounces, you're going to need to divide that by 30. Hope that helps. So let's go back to the pour. Ta-da! So I'm going to go for 200. That gives me stuff to spill off and cover the sides and stuff like that. So let's, now with a spiral pour, you just put, well, the basic one, you just put a single layer of each colour. So we've got 5 colours, 200 mils. We're looking at approximately 40 mils each. But you guys know me, I'm crap at that. So I've zoomed you into my jug and let's give this a go. I'm actually going to put sort of like 50 mils of the white and 50 mils of the dark blue just to give it a start, and the other 3 I'm going to, I don't know, somewhere, let's see what magic we can create. I'm going to go turquoise next. So this set came in a pack and it came with 4 colours. So I bought the white separately just because, you know me, I can't do no white. And I'm just going to, this is all pre-mixed stuff. So yep, that'll do. Then I'm going to go gold, because I like gold, LLC. So these bottles are 120, oh, you can't read that. Use my chin to, no, it didn't work either. 120 milliliters or 4 fluid ounces. Eek, this camera is not being nice to me on the focus thing. There we go. So I'm going to put the gold in the middle just because I can. then we're going to go for the light blue and then pump up the volume to the ultramarine. Just running it all down the side just so that it doesn't get it too mixed in. Why have I gone for more of the white and more of the blue? Well, there's this thing called stuff that stays in the cup, and that's usually the first colour. And then there's this thing called stuff that drips all over the place. Folds under. Okay, so let me zoom back out. So as we pour the spiral, it's gonna start to spread. As it spreads, that which hits the canvas will then get rolled over, so it will get tucked underneath. And your dark colour, or whatever colour comes out first, tends to be the one that gets lost, which I don't desire to create. So just so that I can stop if I need to, I'm gonna pop some of this blue just around the sides. See how runny this is? This is like pre-mixed straight out of the bottle. And no, this is not sponsored. I had to buy these paints myself. But I saw that they were coming out and I wanted to try them. And price-wise, I was thinking, my gosh, these are so expensive. And then I saw another brand and I was like, but they're half the price of this other brand. So I'm quite liking them. Price to results so far. But this is only my second lot of pouring with them. My first lot turned out great, and if you want to go back to just go back and have a look. I think it was video 529. Alright. Here we go. Are we ready for this? Bow, 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 bow. So all I'm going to do is just start pouring in the center and just little circles, and you start to see those colors. Wow, look at that gold. Yum. Oh, crikey. Now the white's starting to come through, and the turquoise. And it's a lot of paint, so I'm going to stop. See, it's mostly white that's at the bottom. So just the angle I'm on. Oh, don't you love it how phones, if you're on a different angle, they sort of darken. I was thinking, crikey, this is really dark. It's not. Now, let's have a look what we've got. Now with the, see how we lost all that blue? I'm not excited about that. So when I did the first test pour, I I got lots of cells coming through, and I'm seeing that happening down in here. Can you see? Down in here where there's overlap. But there's also lots of air bubbles from squirting out the paint. So I'm just going to pop the air bubbles with the torch. And as I said, there's no silicone in this at all, straight out of the bottle. So anything that shows up, which we're getting through, it's almost an oily bleed is what is. Let me zoom in on those and you can see what I mean. Sort of like an oily bleed. It's so weird and yet so cool. I love that. It's these perfect lines, but they're kind of mushed and smeared. Look at that. Ah, this makes me happy. No, it adds to my happiness. I'm already choosing to be happy. Okay, let's give this a do you think I need to leave it any longer? What do you reckon? Still a few air bubbles rising up. Okay, let's do it. Let's tilt the paint. See, we just lost all that blue again. If you don't want to lose your colours like that, you can put a bed of paint down. To start with. Oh, wow. Check that out. That's so pretty. Now I'm bringing the weight back to the center before sending it off in a different direction. Now this is what we call a corner catcher. And what that does is it stops that paint from running off those sides so that it can get to that square corner. Okay. Then bring it back. And just have it run all the way down to the opposite corner. Look at these cells that are coming up on my corner catcher. It's got built-in silicone, I swear. If you don't want silicone cells in your paintings, do not use this brand. I know there's some of you out there that don't like the cells. This stuff is not for you. So look, they're coming up already. take that back to the middle and just get rid of these air bubbles. I like to pop the air bubbles during the process of tilting, and that way if they leave a mark like some of these have, you can stretch that out. What I might go to do is use this leftover paint and just give it something to run over. And look at all those cells. Now, I would not say that this would be the cheapest method of acrylic pouring. Please know that. That box of paint, I think, was $27, and the bottle of white was about 12 or 13. It's New Zealand dollars, so be interesting to see once they get it up on Amazon how much it is in American. Wow. That just blows me away, guys. How many cells that have been created there. I'm just a bit gobsmacked, really. How does it get any better than that? I like it. And if we're going by what happened in the last one, the gold should stay. It doesn't sink as much as some other ones I've been around. So let me get you down and show you what that's like in right up front. Here we go. Okay, I don't know if that actually paused or not. How's it getting any better? All right. So where do I begin? I'm going to go over here on this corner because it's very pretty. Look at those lines in the gold. I'm hoping they're going to stay because that's quite funky. Still some air bubbles coming up. I think if I was to do, when I do it again, I will not squeeze through the nozzle, but actually unscrew the lid. Look. So just, if I'm not sure if it's coming through or not, you can kind of see the turquoise and the blue playing against each other there. Almost like the gold doesn't have the silicone mixed in, and everything else is just pushing up through it. Now if Mont Marte actually finds me on this, maybe you can comment down below whether that is the case or not. But look at those cells. It looks like intestines. Who was it thinking that? Who am I hearing in the future that's thinking that looks like intestines? But you're so true. So right. That's so funny. Wow. I do like it. I do like it indeed. Oh, right. Wow. How's it getting any better than that? So one of the things that you can use these corner catches for is you can make bookmarks out of them or cut them and stick them onto, sorry about my hand, cut them and stick them onto the back of cabochons to make stuff out of. I just keep wanting to come back and show you this. This is there's no silicone in this, guys. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? OMG, that's amazing. Looks like clouds coming over. Maybe with the sunshine peeking out from behind. How's it get any better than that? So guys, I don't think, I'm not lying, I don't think. Let me just move this and see if there's anything underneath. So, I personally don't like any of it. Doesn't mean to say that you guys don't, and you're not screaming at me, go over that bit. But I'm just going to have a little play, because when I play I tend to uncover things that decide to come up and explore and say hello. So I'm just scraping these colours together. Doesn't seem to, warming the paint doesn't seem to bring up more cells. It seems to, oops, don't catch the paper on fire, Michelle. Oh, I had somebody asking the other day in the comments about what do I put under here? What is this stuff? This is just one of those desk pads that you can tear off the top sheet and keep writing all over your desk. And I just use 2 sheets side by side. Now the only one that's really doing anything in my world, let me zoom you in. There's a slight interesting thing going on in there. Nothing particularly fabulous. So I'm going to dip that just because I want to see what this paint does. when we dip a cabochon. Now, they do say I need to use this on canvas on board and board on the jar. So they do not recommend it for painting on glass. So we'll treat it just like any other acrylic paint and need to seal it either into the little pendant. All right. Hello. Into the little pendant holder with some glass and metal glue, or I've just bought something to try a new experiment, so I will post a video on that shortly. So I've got my cabochon on its blue tack, which is on its stick. And I'm just going to dip it in there. That was on a bend in the paper, so it's kind of a bit weird. Now, hello, focus please. There we go. Still not very good focus, is it? Let me. There we go. It's very mellowy. It's got a little tinge of gold through it. It's got a single little cell in the corner. So anyway, guys, I'll let this all dry and I'll be back to you in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Check it out! Yeah! Yummy, yummy, yummy! Yes, it looks just as awesome as it did when it was wet! Yay! Look at this beautiful gold! Wowza! That is stunning! I absolutely love this painting, and I'd almost go as far as saying I love this paint. It is magnificent. Wow. Dun 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 dun. Diddly. How does it get better than this? You guys know that's one of the questions I just keep asking and asking and asking. And you know what? Most of the time it does get better. And those times it doesn't get better, I just ask that question again. What else is possible? I had fun. And just a reminder, there's no silicone in this. This is that straight out of the bottle Mont Marte pouring acrylic that's just been released. Still not showing up on Amazon yet, but keep checking my shop frontage, because as soon as it is, I'll be putting it on there and letting you guys know so that you guys can try it as well. Obviously you can contact Mont Marte and find out where you can buy it in your area, of course. New Zealanders, Uncle Bill's has it. Anyway, check out my little, what's going on, come on, focus, here it is. It's a bit plain, but hey, it's got a bit of gold in there, a little bit of sparkle, and a cute little eye. It kind of reminds me of like a Pac-Man with its little eye and its golden smile and going ngang, 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 ngang. Oh, how does it get better than this? Alright guys, well, I had fun with this painting and I had fun with the next one as well. And I've actually got a few coming, so stay tuned. I'll be in your inboxes if you have subscribed and hit that bell button. Over the next few days I've got a few videos to show you, so how much fun can we have together? What else is possible? And if you're choosing to have fun, or you want to get in contact with lots of other people who are having fun with acrylic pouring, join us on the Acrylic Pouring for Fun Facebook group. It's a group of amazing people all sharing what they're creating, asking their questions, helping each other. It's really, really cool. So I adore you all, and come join us, come play. What else is possible? Bye bye.